Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? It is nice to be able to give you an emergency show slash podcast slash information slash breaking news. It is good to be able to do this for once and not have to be like, oh, it's another dead person. No, we have some really positive news. I'm going to show it to you. I wasn't actually going to come on at all today, I promise. I was sitting here going, oh, it's a night off. I'm going to have a great time. Get one day off every so often. And then we get breaking news. And I was like, damn it. All right, fine. We have to come on. As you can see in the title here. Oh, actually, this is the wrong one. Good work, Ping. They're saying here, 2 brothers arrested finally. Oh my lord, I'm so happy. Arrested over the fatal shooting of a woman in Queensland before Christmas. Now, we've been following this story for about a month now, and the woman in question is the one in the middle here. Her name is Chloe Jade, and these two. Did we crash? Come on. Oh, thank God we got it back. All right, we got it back. We got it back. Oh, there's a little trick. I've learned a little trick to stop it from crashing. So, still working out what those computer issues are. We don't know. They just pop up at random times. It's like nothing actually forces it to happen. It just sort of happens randomly. It's not like when it's under load. I walked away for half an hour before, and then I came back and the computer was off. And I was like, all right, I wasn't even using it. So yeah, we're still working on that. But here we are. Mr. Kaine Thomson-Gleeson, 32, was arrested with his brother Codye Thomson. They had issued a warrants for their arrest for the alleged murder of Chloe Jade Mason. They were found today, not in Kempsey in New South Wales, not in Kempsey. I don't know, but apparently they were found back in Logan, south of Brisbane today. So they must have made the trip back down, back to, well, originally to New South Wales in the northern region, and then headed back to Queensland. Somehow made it all the way back, and no one's like, oh, is that the car that was wanted? Oh, I mean, it is a white Commodore. I mean, there are about 9.6 billion of them in Australia. So, I mean, many people just thought they were just another Commodore. But no, look, they have been arrested in Parkland off Civic Parade in Logan, south of Brisbane today around 2 p.m. local time. They said they were arrested without incident. So they did not go the Ned Kelly route. No Ned Kelly route for them. They did not try to fight the police. They did not try and fight the man. So they did not do that. that would have been an interesting ending to this story. Let's see. Did they find them sleeping rough? Well, look, Civic Parade in Brisbane. Yeah, if they're in Parkland, I guess they were sort of camping or trying to hide. They didn't do a very good job of it. I hope we find out that someone called it in, and that's how they located them, because it seems like a random place to just, find them. It's not like a cop was driving down the road and they're like, oh, there's those people we've been looking for 3 weeks. So I wonder if it was someone who called it in. That's all the information I have right now. I don't have a ton more. The Australian's saying, yeah, that's about it. Let me just double check. Actually, not that one. This one. Let me just double check if there's any other details. Let's check. Fresh real. All right. What does 9 tell us? 9 tells us even less details. They're saying police wish to thank the media and members of the public for their assistance in locating these men. That was their comment. Says to me that maybe the media coverage and, people pushing the story maybe made them more visible than what they would have been otherwise. They said no charges have been laid at this time, but that is not abnormal. I saw some people on social media saying, "Why haven't they been charged?" You know, they have to go through an interview process. They were interviewed originally, but now that that procedure has changed, now that they are officially persons of interest or whatever, and have arrest warrants out for them, that procedure has to sort of start all over again. So they're going to go back into interview, and it could take hours. It could be we could be here tomorrow. It could be normally it takes around 12 hours. So could be tonight. They'll have to go appear before a judge if they are charged over over that alleged murder of Chloe Jade Mason, and they'll have to appear before either a magistrate, what they have like an overnight one, or they'll have to wait for court tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So we'll know. We'll know if they get charged overnight and they have to appear in Brisbane magistrate tomorrow. We will definitely hear about it. Wendy said, "So much for your day off." I know, right? I was like, I'm going to watch the Niners suck again. Then I'm going to just hang out here and not do a show and wish that the Niners won the Super Bowl. And then this happened. But that's okay. I'm any day I can get some good news about people being arrested, I'm good with it. I am happy with it. Because these two needed to get off the streets. I mean, I don't care if this is. I've heard some people say it's drug related. Heard some people say it's relationship related. I've heard some people say it's both. I don't really care what it is. Shooting a woman, 23 years old, dead in the street. There really is no excuse. I don't care what the friggin' argument's about. I don't care if you lost your favorite barbecue tongs. I don't really care. I you know, don't be going around carrying firearms and shooting people, and that's how you resolve your arguments like a 4-year-old. Literally, like a 4-year-old. That's what little boys do. That's what little boys do. They hurt people because they don't know how to express themselves in any other way. And that's what these two, you know, I have other words I'm not allowed to use here. But that's what these two do because like, that's all they know apparently. Don't know how to use their words like grown-ups. You can hear it in the CCTV if you want. You can hear their words. It's quite rudimentary. All right, let's see. I don't know, but I'm guessing, yeah, if they're found off Parkland, I'm guessing that is probably the case. Yeah, civic parade. Hey guys, that was a longer reboot than I was hoping for. Um, we had like 10 things happen at the same time here. Yeah, so sorry about that. Sorry about the gap. I'll try edit that out later. Yeah, let me show you. Civic Parade. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. We've had so many crashes tonight. Let me see if I can find a map for this. Can't say I've ever been there. No, that's not it. Brisbane. Oh, Logan. All right, let's see. Because, like, I don't know the area. That's... Thanks for showing us exactly nothing. That's... Getting some very strange results. Hold on, guys. Give me one sec. Yeah, let me switch you over to this article and I'll keep searching. They say Queensland detectives swoop on brothers suspected of killing Chloe Jade Mason, shot to death in Caboolture Street. That's not the other word I was going to say. Let's see. Detectives previously released images of these two knuckleheads. Yep, there's the CCTV we went through about 50 times. There's their vehicles. What do they say here? And they say detectives believe she was shot while being assaulted by two males. Well, they are definitely two males. I can tell you that. Early investigations indicate the deceased was assaulted by two male persons who may have chased her down Railway Parade. Police are investigating reports of up to 3 to 4 shots fired. So this is not even like, a gun accidentally went off and she got shot by a stray round. No. Like, you shoot 4 times, you're hoping to hit someone. They say, oh yeah, this is when she was really stolen, stabbing, almost claimed life. Apparently, she was in a stabbing at some point in her life too, and I think she lost a partner to a violent crime earlier as well. They say, yeah, that's it. They don't. Everyone's waiting on information. Wait till we get charges filed. Once we get those charges filed, and we know when they'll appear in either, I guess it would be Brisbane Magistrate, but it could be Logan as well, if they have a local courthouse, being that that was where they were arrested. To attack Railway Parade. All right. Civic Parade, Logan. Ping, if you search the real name that's on the article, you might actually get a better hit. Yeah, I know that. That's fine. All right. Here. So, are you... What? This is a strange place to be arrested. There's Logan Police headquarters right here. Right here, Logan Police. It's like did they hand themselves in? That's... They'll never find us. If we hide out in the bushlands in Logan Gardens near Civic Parade, we'll just hide in plain sight. We'll park the car in their car park. That's what we'll do. And they'll never know that it's there. That'd be a ballsy move, Cotton. That'd be a ballsy move. Hold on. Yeah, so there you go. That's Civic Parade in Logan right here. And there's the bushland nearby. I mean, there is a lot of car parks you could park in near there. It's an interesting place. I don't know why you would choose here. Look, Logan Police District Headquarters. At least they didn't have to go far after being arrested. They're like, hey, walk across the street with us for a second. No, really, we just want to show you something. These handcuffs. They saying 29-year-old Marsden man and a 32-year-old Caboolture man were arrested without incident in Parkland off Civic Parade. Well, that's right here. This is Parkland off Civic Parade, so very strange. I need more details about that. Hopefully we'll get them. I mean, it is an interesting place to hide out, but man, you are so close to that cop shop. That is either genius or very stupid. I don't know which one. Being that they're now in custody, I'm going to say the latter. I'm not going to guess that it's genius. I'm going to say it's probably not the most clever thing to do. I mean, I get the whole hiding in plain sight, but this might be taking it too far. But it would be hilarious. I would love to see the CCTV of this. Hopefully, we can get that for you in the next couple of days. Let's see. Marlene says, "Happy 2025. Happy 2025 to you too, my friend." Hey, Sean, good to see you, buddy. Mamma mia. Yeah, well, I'm guessing if they were in the parkland, they're either sleeping in that car or they dumped that car and they were roaming around here. Yes. Let me see if I got anything else for you. And then I'm going to show you something I want you all to watch. It has no relation to this, so I just want to see if we got any other info on this. 2 men arrested. Yeah, I don't see too much more tonight, but yeah, 2 men arrested within its parkland of Civic Parade. I'm just trying to see if Queensland Police. There we go. So they've done a whole range of these updates on My Police Queensland Police News. This is update number 5. Update number 4 was the vehicle photos. What are they saying here? Officers from Caboolture CIB and Homicide Squad, CIB is Criminal Investigation, and Homicide Squad, with the assistance of specialist units, have arrested 2 men in connection with the murder of a 23-year-old woman in Caboolture on December 22nd. What else they say? That's it? That's all you want to tell us? Police wish to thank the media and members of their public for the assistance in locating these men. Am I members of the public? Am I members of the media? Officers, yeah, there you go. This is very strange. Assistance of specialist units. Did they call in the SWAT team for them? What do they call them? Public Order Response Team. I wonder if that's what they did. But it's a hell of a lot of units. CIB, Homicide Squad, and specialist units. Specialist units. Who are they? I don't know. Someone who has a really big armored car, maybe. RX Girl says, I love working third shift while I'm listening to you. Hey, good to hear you, all my friends on the third shift out there. The overnight shift, is that the overnight? Third shift is normally overnight, right? It's like late night. So I hope you're having fun out there. So that's all I'm going to bring you tonight on that. I had to do a live show to let everyone know. We've been pushing this story for about a month now. Well, about a month? No, she died 22nd. Ping's losing his dates again. December 22nd, so a couple of weeks. We've been pushing this because, hey, 23-year-old woman, that ain't cool. And, you know, it's not okay. You know, people should be okay to walk our streets in Australia and shouldn't have to fear being shot down at 23 years. I don't care what their connection is. I don't care if she was buying coke by the kilo from him. I don't really care. It shouldn't happen either way. Thank you. RX Scholar is very kind of you. Thank you very much for the super sticker. 8 p.m. till 8 a.m. That is a hell of a shift, but hey, we need some night workers. They're the ones who make the world move while everyone else is asleep. So we need those people. All right, I want to show you something because I don't think we've ever done this case on this channel, but it is one of my favorite cases, and I'm so enamored by this particular homicide that I think it's worth sharing. So I'm going to show you this. Hold on. That good work, Ping. That doesn't really help. Hold on. All right, here we go. So in the UK on Channel 4, there's a new documentary coming out, I think in about 8 hours, something like that, 8 to 12 hours. It's Monday night in the UK. It's on Channel 4. They do a lot of documentaries in there. But it's about the guy they call the Amazon Review Killer. And this guy is one of the most brutal killers I think I've ever heard of. This guy is so unrelenting, has no sympathy for his victims, and he'd leave these type of reviews on Amazon about things like a knife, like an SOG Pentagon fixed blade knife. And he says, haven't stabbed anyone yet, but I am keeping the dream alive. And when I do it, it will be with a quality tool like this. Little did anyone know at this point, but he'd already committed a multiple murder at a motorcycle shop. This guy, I don't know what was wrong with him, but he's a real, lots of words Ping can't say on YouTube. But yeah, this will be a really interesting documentary. What is it called? It's called something like the Amazon Review something. Yeah, he killed. This was the husband of one of his victims. They abducted both of them. Him, it's Charles David Carter, and her boyfriend Kayla, and he abducted both and ended up killing him in front of the girlfriend. And kept her as sort of like a sex slave in this big shipping container. Had her tied to the shipping container for a long period of time. He did some other weird stuff too, like he broke into her Facebook and was posting as if he was her. And the family were like, you're not her. You don't talk like her. And you post some weird crap that she wouldn't post. And they knew straight away that it was nothing, like it wasn't her. Person of interest, yes. Okay. Third body found on his property in 2016. I'm just trying to find the information down. It's right at the end. They always do this to you. Where is it? Here. It's called, it'll have a part 1, part 2. It's called The Amazon Review Killer, Chilling Confessions, and it's on air Monday, January 6th. So that's today in the UK at 10 p.m. Also available on Channel 4 streaming service. Now, I know this will only apply to people in the UK, but I'm sure if you do some Googling, it'll pop up. I can't recommend a way for you to do that. I'm not allowed to, but Google's a very powerful tool if you type certain keywords, and I think it'll be worth watching. This guy is one of the most. I mean, I've read hundreds of different murders and serial killers and that type of thing, and this guy just had such a, he just turned off a switch and he was able to do a lot of this stuff to his victims, which I know a lot of killers have, but he just seemed to take a weird disdain to his victims. He was just treated them like trash, kept them like animals. Animals are treated better than the way he treated his victims. That was 5 years ago. I'm going to try bring up a old story. If I can load it, come on, come on, Google. Yeah, so one of his murders was called the Superbike murders, and it was a motorcycle store. Went in there and just in a blitz attack, killed a bunch of workers and just walked out. And for years, no one had any idea why someone would go to this motorcycle store and kill all these people. And it frustrated cops for years because they had no idea, they just didn't know. And then they started piecing it together when this couple went missing, and then they were starting to able to backtrack some of his life. And there's a video out there where, if I can find it, I'll show it to you when we watch this video, where they actually go to his other property where he was staying, not where he kept his hostage, but a different property. And they were telling him, they're like, we're raiding your other property right now. And they're like, what are we going to find there? And he just looked completely freaked out, like, okay, I'm finally caught now. This is when he returned to court. This is about half a decade ago. So this has a few details about it.
Chris, thanks. New details here at 5. Serial killer Todd Kohlhepp back in court. And here is a look as he was arriving at the Spartanburg County Courthouse for a damages hearing in the wrongful death lawsuit filed by 2 of his victims' families. Kohlhepp was sentenced to life in prison after pleading guilty to 7 homicides. He killed Beverly Sky, Scott Ponder, Brian Lucas, and Chris Sherpert at Superbike Motorsports back in 2003. Later, he killed Johnny and Megan Coxey and Charlie Carver. Today, Carver's parents and Ponder's widow and son took the stand. Fox Carolina's Brooklyn Cromer has been following this story since Kohlhepp's arrest in 2016. She's live outside the courthouse in Brooklyn. What did Scott Ponder's son have to say when he took the stand today?
Well, Scotty says that he knows his dad will be proud of him today because he told Todd Kohlhepp that he forgives him. He says his dad will be proud knowing he had the courage to get on the stand and do that. Now, it's a message also echoed by his mom, who also got on the stand and said that she forgives Kohlhepp earlier today.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand.
Melissa Brackman says she's waited 15 years for this moment.
I've been ready to forgive him. I've been ready.
Melissa was pregnant with her son Scotty when her husband Scott Ponder was murdered by Todd Kohlhepp at Superbike Motorsports, though it would take more than a decade to find out who pulled the trigger. Their son, now 15, took the stand to address his father's killer.
When I was talking, I looked up and looked at him more than once, and I could see sincerity in his eyes, and he just looked like he was feeling bad for what he did, and then felt bad for his actions.
Melissa says
I don't think he feels bad about what he did. I don't know where all this forgiveness and he feels bad is coming from. I don't think he feels anything for his victims. I don't think he gives an absolute crap about his victims. But if that's what the families need to be able to move on with their life, I 100% understand. But he does not care about his victim. Not a chance. I did track down that video of the cops coming to his other home with the search warrant. If you want to see it, hear it. It's only about a minute long.
Based on the fact that you were the last person to see them, and there's some other information that the investigators, and like I said, me and him were just brought into this. Yes, as a matter of fact, I was just brought into it last night. Okay. But based on some information that Anderson Police Department received, they had contacted us for an assisting an agency report. Okay. And through that, as a standard practice, we follow the lines, like she explained. Okay. And they did the search warrants, okay, with the cell phones and everything. Okay. And based on information, and that's what I was just talking to, is my supervisor. Based on the information that we received and that he's received, we have a search warrant, okay, for your residence and your car. Okay. We are mainly looking for your cell phone. Okay. Well, what I need to go in. At least one other me and at least him need to go in with you.
There is a longer version of this out somewhere. I can't remember where it is. It's been a number of years now. This is the very short version that's only about a minute. There's one that's about 20 minutes long, and they go into his house and they talk to him, and very insightful. He's very chill for most of it, but you see his mind racing throughout the whole thing, and then they tell him that, I think that he didn't know at first. He's like, oh, they're here for something, fine, but they don't know about the other place. And then they're like, oh yeah, but we're at your other place or doing the raid. And he must be his mind must be spinning, trying to figure all this out, a way to escape. There was no escape. They got him, and yeah, he's in jail. Thank the Lord. I'd be harboring resentment and not forgiving them. Me too. Chid No More says, was my other... you said hello? Hi. It's good to see you. Other than that, I don't see any other comment, and there's no other moderators here right now. So I didn't remove anything. I'm doing a show. Like, I'm busy. If it's something else, it maybe there's a moderator that is higher than like me or my moderators. There's one above us, like a level above, and it's a YouTube bot that sort of picks up keywords, and if you fall foul of it, it'll delete your comment. But it normally says something like, YouTube has deleted your comments due to community guidelines or something like that. So you tend to know if it's them. If it's something else, maybe it's aliens. Maybe the aliens got you. Could be. But this will be a really good documentary. I don't think there's been there's been a couple, but none that I really thought were amazing. I'm hoping, I've got high hopes for this one. As you know, Ping likes his documentaries, especially about true crime. He is a brutal guy. He has some interesting past. See, they say his shocking past as a monster who was jailed for this word that I can't say on YouTube, a 14-year-old girl. They say court documents from 1986 that saw Todd jailed for 14 years have shed light on his shocking past. They say he kidnapped and SA'd, we can't use the words here, a girl when he was 15. When he was what? When he was 15 and the girl was 14. Seems like he's been doing this his entire life. They say a sentencing report obtained by WFXG claims Todd lured the girl outside by telling her an ex-boyfriend wanted to talk to her. When the two were outside, he then pointed a small blue steel handgun at her head and told her to walk down the alley towards his home. Once they got into his bedroom, according to the documents, he duct taped her mouth, tied her hands together, and removed her clothes, then his clothes, and then forced the victim to engage in sexual intercourse with him. So we all know what the criminal word for that is. It is a crime. You can't just be tying girls up and removing their clothes. This isn't some sort of like erotic He-Man novel. You can't be doing shit like that. They're saying the victim allegedly told police that Todd had threatened to kill her and her siblings if she told anyone about the incident. However, she still called police when she got home. Good girl. They're saying the document continues, when contacted via police, the defendant was holding a .22 caliber rifle which was pointed at the ceiling. When questioned regarding this incident, the defendant All right, ladies and gents, we crashed again. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go start this hours-long process of building this new computer. I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and because it's such a pain in the butt. I already built this computer, and this one's not working 100% right. This is an old computer. I ordered all brand new parts, but I've sort of been putting it off because this one's been running okay. Some days we get through a show, sometimes we don't, but the crashes are just happening far too. If it happened once a show, it'd be one thing, but it's happening like what, every 10 minutes or so, not even 7 minutes. Pam, I'm sorry, I'll finish this story and then I'm out of here. It's going to take me 3 hours to probably rip this one apart, get the new motherboard in, get the new CPU in, get the new heatsink on, boot the new hard drive, get everything installed, install all the new software. It's a really long process, and we sort of need it by tomorrow because we've got a long show. This is just sort of a quick update show, but I know. So hopefully from tomorrow it'll be better because the constant crashing is driving me mad. I hate it, and just it drives me bonkers. If it crashes one more time, I'm not coming back. I'll come back and kill the show, but I'm not coming back to do more. Okay, because it's not good for me. It's not good for you guys. It's annoying, and yeah. But go watch this documentary. It'll be on in about. What time is it in the UK right now? Let's see. It's 8:36 a.m. in the morning in the UK right now. So that means it's about 14 hours from now. So it'll be about 11 a.m., 10 a.m. in the morning my time. I don't know what time it'll be for you. Probably about 5 p.m. local time, something like that in America. You should be able to watch it. Yeah, so it'll be afternoon, about 5 p.m. 5 p.m., 5:30, something like that. Wendy R says, hoping it works better afterwards. We'll be watching for your smooth, continuous show tomorrow. I hope so. Like I said, because we had the original computer die when I came home from holidays, I cobbled together a computer out of parts I had lying around. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it keeps crashing. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've checked everything. Like the power supply is okay. The hard drive, I think it might be hard drive or RAM or something. I'm not sure because it keeps giving me a weird USB error. It like kills the power to my USB, and I start getting like, your USBs have been disconnected, and I'm like, what? Like it's like it's not giving enough power to the USB, and I'm like, that's a weird error because this thing is like got a giant power supply in it. It should be able to run like 3 graphics cards if I had to. I'll be at the Gime. You'll be at the Gime. I got out of the Gime earlier. I was doing Gime. I have a gym here, so I don't have to go anywhere. I just go to my gym. I built it over a couple of years. I bought this, and I got a weight bench, and I got this, and some resistance bands, and so I've already had my my powders and stuff for today. Well, actually, I haven't had my protein shake. I got to do that after we get out of here. Wendy, yeah, I hope it works better too. Two No More says, we're glad to see everybody for a few. Great. Yeah, I hope so. It's a really annoying issue, and it's degrading the show, and it's pissing me off, and I don't enjoy doing the show when I have to keep rebooting the bloody computer over and over and over. It's not conductive. Not conductive to a good show. RX Girl, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like a grand's worth of parts, so we probably should put them in and see if they work. Yeah, the motherboard was like 300 or something. The hard drive's a couple of hundred. The RAM was like a few hundred. So hopefully it works. It'll boot and keep going. That's what we're hoping for. Did we crash? See what happened? We didn't even get like 3 minutes out of that one. That's what all the ladies said. No, they shouldn't say that. I will see you tomorrow. I'm sorry, but I'm going to get to working on it right now. Yeah, like I said, I've been pushing it off and going, it'll be all right tomorrow, and it keeps happening. So I should stop being lazy and go get it done. So that's what I'll do. Good, yeah. Good night, Pamela. Have a good evening. Who's on the late shift? Who was it again? It's my friend RX Girl. RX Girl, have fun on the late shift. I will see you guys tomorrow for the latest show on YouTube. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. The latest true crime show on YouTube with Nights with Ping. If you're not subscribed, help me out. Throw me a subscription. I'd appreciate it. And let's hope we ran 500 shows in a year. No problems, no crashing. Come home from holiday and it's been a palaver ever since. Like broken computers and crashing, and it's really been bizarre because that other computer was fantastic. Lasted no problem. This one, many problems. Mama Mia says good night, Ping. Good night, everyone. I'm going to go start this journey. I'll see you later. Bye.